doing today? Right now, I'm doing a live stream on. Well, I guess thank you. Add media source and no. Share screen. Give me 1 second. Okay, hello guys. How are you guys doing today? Right now, I am gonna be doing a live stream on uh the warmth and system coming up next week. Um. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna share my live stream on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Give me one moment. So yeah, as people start hopping on here, how's your guys' day been going so far? Have been doing okay? And if it has, good. Okay. I should see myself live on Facebook, hopefully. Okay. I don't want Messenger. I don't want none of that. Thank you. Go away. Oh, alright. Give me 2 seconds. No, don't want ads. Thank you. Ooh, awesome. Now it shows my face. Yay. It shows I'm live. So, I'm gonna share my live on, be quiet. I don't need to hear my name. Or hear myself. Share at, it would be at highlight. Sure. Ah, severe weather or active pattern, warmth and active pattern. Sorry, I have to talk out loud because sometimes that's the only way that makes sense. So that tic-tac-toe, TikTok, oof, give me 1 second. I'm gonna hide my, screen for, gosh. I'm gonna stop sharing screen for 1 second, so then it's just kind of me, myself, and I. Yep, make your day. Yes, it's making my day, alright. I'm just happy to be, doing this live stream. Okay, go away, thank you. Doing this live stream with you guys, not now. Because then at least I can talk about my favorite subjects with you. And then, okay, now I'm gonna send this, like, I wonder if we have to, what I want to, like, wish I can do is just basically, what's up, bud? What's your live stream? Oh, I'm live streaming some weather stuff. I got a passion on weather, so I just love to do that. It's nice seeing you here. Share, no. But if anyone knows how to share, that would be great. If you can share, cause I have zero idea how to share my own live stream on here, cause they have to make it. This is so difficult. Oh, I don't know what happened. Wow. What the flip? the flip just happened? It went to my live stream and then someone else's live stream. Great. What a great way to start out my stream is basically having airs go on. But hey, this is live, so why not? Just love it. Wait, the flip. Okay, I see you now. Um, okay, live things. The flip is going on. Um, maybe nah, that didn't even help. Um, great. I wish I can just say share to people. Okay, well, I'm not gonna be focusing on that right now, just because that is kind of not my favorite thing to do. Well, not my favorite. I just don't like freaking sharing and not knowing why it's not gonna do what I want. So, um, let's go to YouTube anyhow. Uh, and I do also have a YouTube channel. I'll show that to you guys really quickly. I'm gonna actually share my stream with you all, so then you know, hey, where to go on my YouTube if you wanna sub. No, not FaceTime. Um, there we go. Just share my screen. I'm gonna go. Wow. Um, damn. Okay, I don't need to see that. Okay. Yeah, can I view my channel? Thank you. The flip is going on here? Creator Studio. Okay. Is this gonna go on my? Am I gonna be able to see my live? What the is going on? Oh my god. Travis. What? Sure. Sorry. I, I was just very confused on something. Tab. Okay. Cool. Now, let me refresh this 1 second. Don't worry. Uh, I'll begin talk about the weather in a couple minutes when I start sharing my live. Fudge. Um, am I live on YouTube? I should be live. Yeah. Or, yeah, I should be live on YouTube, so. Don't know why it's trying to be goofy with me. Oh, maybe if I just tap this live button, I'll see it. Great. Thank you. Yeah, so this is my YouTube. If you want to go check out, that'd be awesome. I'm gonna share this to my Instagram, folks. Oh Jesus, can I not hear myself? Shush. Okay, shut up, bro. Oh, thanks. Just yeah. Not y'all, but you know when all of a sudden it starts playing your voice, I'm like, bro, just dude, I don't need that, bro. Um, Here, you know what? I'm just gonna copy my link and just post it on my Instagram. Why not? Um, Copy. See if this works. Give y'all a couple seconds. I'm glad to all the people that are joining. Um, okay. Now share screen. Uh, for right now. Um, And let me go to my Instagram really quick. Instagram. Yeah. Alright. And I'm just gonna post profile. Uh, can I just create post? Yep, I'm sharing from computer. Shit, la, 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 la. Wow, this ain't working. Alright. Um, phew. I have to figure out how I can share my YouTube on uh Instagram in a bit, but overall, how's everybody's day going? I hope everybody's day is going good. Um, wow. See, this is why I hate not having a mouse, because my computer randomly clicks on different stuff that I don't even know what I'm clicking on, bro. It doesn't even make sense. But alright, let's go to the real stuff right now. Since we've been uh kind of doing 10 minutes of junk. So weather.gov. So the first thing um so the first thing that we're going to be talking about is actually going to be about um there's actually a risk out Thursday that we're going to be pinpointing. So every day there's at least a risk for severe weather. One today in Florida, they have an almost possible in the Panhandle. There's a 5% tornado risk, and they actually do have a tornado warning on right now. I'll actually show you my phone really quick. I'll show you where it is. It's probably not going to be the most best clearest thing, but hopefully once I get radar scope on here, um I'll share it with you guys. But I can't right now. I'm just gonna wait a little bit to get radar scope and try to figure all that out. But if you see it, it's not in really good radar zone, but there's a 20 a tornado warning in southeast of Graysville, Florida, and that's moving northeast, um, northeast, and it's observed actually, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. So if you live in any of these areas, just be on the lookout for any tornadoes dash severe weather. So be careful. What else? Let me pull up the private chat. So if you guys want to chat, we can definitely chat. I'm all up ears for it. So there's that. Um, I really hate not having a mouse. Then there's another risk again for Florida and also the plains. I haven't really looked at models for that, but this is just kind of forewarning you guys that hey, if you have family, friends, or even just vacationing down here, just be on the lookout. That there's probably gonna be an active couple days in Florida. I mean, it's also not unreasonable too, because down south you have more of a moist tropical air mass where dew points are in the 60s and 70s, and when you get hot, warm air, and if there's boundaries such as ocean lake boundaries, stuff like that colliding on land, you're gonna get probably like daily chances of thunderstorms, and you never know, some could be strong. But the biggest one is Thursday. We're looking at day 6 right now. There's going to be a highlight from basically Milwaukee, Chicago, Indianapolis, Indiana, Milwaukee, St. Louis, Missouri, Fort Wayne, Indiana. This is where 15% had already been highlighted from the SPC, from the Storm Prediction Center. They're saying, okay, the leading trough will be re- relatively close on the heels of the remnants of an initial broad quasi-stationary cutoff low, which may only slow progress east of the Mississippi Valley through Atlantic seaboard during the early middle portion of next week. Low level moisture return in the wake of perturbation and ahead of the mid level trough emerging from may continue to impact across at least parts of the Great Plains and to midweek. Thereafter, there appears to be a general consensus there will be a better coupling of a large scale forcing as aided by surface cyclogenesis, when a notable increase in low-level moisture and destabilization across the lower Missouri Valley into the upper Midwest and lower Ohio Valley in the late Thursday into Thursday night. In the presence of strong shear, it appears that this environment should become supportive of supercell and or wanted to organize severe weather. Now, there's also been talk about the Great Plains being active from Oklahoma to Kansas City, or basically the Tornado Alley region, and that also seems very possible that could start up again, or um that's gonna probably start up again. Um, looking like I think as early as next week, because machine models are already pointing at severe weather. Bro, the fuck? Okay. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna just say something really quick. Share live with friends. Thank you for all the likes on TikTok. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Um, and I'm gonna also do Facebook too. Share live with friends. Share live with um I don't see the chat up on friends. I don't see the go away. I don't see the chat up on my thing. So who knows if there are people here or not, but it's nice seeing you all if you are all here. Um so okay. So now let's talk about the week ahead, or the week after Thursday. Let's put it that way. Machine learning output and other guidance suggests that potential for strong to severe thunderstorms could persist and potentially become more widespread across the Ohio Valley and Mid Atlantic and southern Great Plains next Friday into Saturday. However, uncertainty remains too large at this time to introduce a 15% risk. So, what that mean? As of now, there's uncertainty with day 6, and well, actually, not, there's greater uncertainty when you go in. I believe we are in day 6, right? Um, yep, day 6. So once we get in day 7, day 8, there's still like large uncertainty on what could happen, but it's looking like a very active pattern ahead. And that's kind of why I've kind of posted about what was it. Um, I'll show you guys kind of what I posted on Facebook. If you don't already, I do actually have my own Facebook page. Um, called. It's basically my first name, last name, Nathan Lyanus, with a little dog on it. And I basically kind of said, why is Facebook just being weird right now, bro? I don't get it. So why I said on Facebook was that Thursday Live, 'cause I like to take notes sometimes. It says will be about warmth and maybe a system late next week, and these are a couple systems that they're kind of talking about. I will I'm gonna of course keep it up for you guys. So if you guys do want to see it, you can. Um, so what else? Oh yeah, pivotal weather. Now what we're gonna be talking about is warmth, and we're gonna kind of take a little bit more of a look about what's gonna happen Thursday, what the trough looks like. A trough is basically a low pressure system. So um if you wanted like so yeah, like a trough is basically, if you're wondering, oh wait, what is a trough? It's basically like a large low pressure system, you know. So don't be shocked by it, you know. Don't be like, oh wait, why is it so complicated? Yeah, it's just basically a long elongated low pressure system, you know. But I just like to say low pressure just because it's not so complicated and stupid. So how far does this go out? Let's put this thing to the test. All right. Um, the test is to see how far it goes out. If it goes to Thursday, we might use it for next week. But let's actually first see. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is actually use a zero Z models, which is kind of like the midnight run for what the you okay? I think I don't know if he got up or not. Give me 1 second. Everything should be alright. Alright. Yeah, no, everything's all good. I just heard a noise. I'm like, bro, I thought I heard wires, but then I don't know what I heard. It freaked me out. Oh, you know what? Uh, I'm not sure why I heard, but it freaked me out enough. So, all right. So we're gonna go to zero Z run, and see what's going, like what the system looks like. And it's pretty recent, so I'm not too worried about it. You know, you're not gonna get a really great look at it until I'll probably say Tuesday, when things start really coming up into better detail. Tuesday and Wednesday, because Wednesday, the bro, what the must be out there then. Fucking freaking me out, bro. Oh my god, bro. What? Sorry. What? When I'm hearing noise that I don't know where it's coming from, freaks me out. But Wednesday we're gonna start knowing more because the higher res starts coming out. But this at least we can look at the broader strokes of things, what it's gonna look like within the coming days ahead, you know. But I don't know how to make this more better. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. Cause yeah, I'm not um I'm not very great. I'm great, but what? I just saw a big long chat come up on my TikTok. Hey y'all. Um. Wow. Yeah. Good viewers. So. Okay. What was I gonna say? Sorry, I just kind of got distracted. If you have any suggestion how I can make this better in terms of, I will definitely take any hints. Cause, whew, I need a mouse for this computer. This keyboard thing, it's getting on my nerves, dude. Sometimes it does great. Okay, I don't need ads, bro. Dude, does it look like I need ads, bro, for makeup? Nah, dog. Nah. Right now, I'm just gonna be logging into the pivotal weather. This gives me a better suit of things of going. Bro, you better not give me ads, bro. I pay for this, and you better not give me ads, bro. That'd be if you do. Okay, so don't see ads yet. Yay, thankfully. Woof. Oh, alright, my computer's at officially going cuckoo on Cocoa Puffs. Ooh, okay. Alright, wow, no. So I'm just gonna kind of like let this play out, and we're gonna focus on days that we're most interested in. So right now, the forecast is kind of showing an increase in temperature in the Great Plains. Some places could be in the 70s, 80s, especially North Dakota, maybe parts of western Minnesota, Iowa. That's looking more likely. 70s, 80s, you know, very it seems very possible that 70s and 80s, even beyond Thursday when that trough comes through, still looking at warmer temperatures. But there could be a slight cool down afterwards. Not surprising because it is May. So our normal May temperatures is I actually what um oh yeah, so I keep temperature notebooks or notes on my phone. Um and the temperature usually for me in Wisconsin in May is usually in the uh upper six upper 60s, lower 70s. So that's usually the high temps. Our low temps, which is our nocturnal temps, is in the mid 40s in Wisconsin. So usually, which ain't actually that bad. But so definitely looking at increasing warm temperatures. Let's look at the temp anomaly. Temp anomalies give you at least the broader strokes of things, like of wow, of whoa, what the flip are you doing, computer? Um, kind of gives you like the broader strokes of like how high the temps could be. At it now, we could be a couple degrees below average, especially across portion of extreme eastern Wisconsin due to the lake. But if you're out in the Great Plains, you're probably gonna be 10, 15 degrees above average. Even us, we're probably gonna be 10, 15 degrees above average. Then there could be a slight cool down in the upper Great Plains, Midwest, looking like Saturday, but still pretty warm across parts of eastern Wisconsin, Illinois area. So that's gonna be interesting to see what gonna be the overall CP Climate Prediction Center out, temp outlook for the beyond the 7 to 10 days. I think these 7 to 10 days are gonna be warm, but I think beyond that there could be at least some cooling that goes on. So we'll see if and we'll see how cool it gets and if they're leaning a little bit tad around average to below average. I won't be surprised like in this area right over here across Canadian prairies, down to Wisconsin. Maybe it, what the flip is going on, bro? I would not be surprised in that area that there could be a CPC highlights at least below average temps. So now let's look at the troughing. Oh, dew points. Let's look at dew points too, because we're gonna also be looking at increased low level temperatures pushing in 50s, 60s, potentially maybe even 70 dew points. I saw like what was it a couple days ago, like 60s, 70s, and really nice dew points for this time of the year, bro. I mean, with our last outbreak that we had 60 dew points, and they were saying, "Oh, that's above average." 70 dew points. That's tropical like moisture, I call it. Now I'm not saying this is gonna be an outbreak out, but this is definitely a system that we gotta watch and keep our eyes to, just because you never know with this Thursday system, this coming Thursday, that you never know what's gonna happen because you don't really. There could be a cap that could be in place. There might not be a cap. There's a lot of, I would say, uncertainties with the system, but it's always nice to just give you a basically a heads up, being, hey, this could happen. We'll see, and then we will look at like some things that are going with this system, and I'm gonna look at things that might be going against this system. Because I don't want to be like, hey, this is gonna happen, and then all of a sudden this happens. So I want to keep it more transparent. Be like, hey, we got really good ingredients, but we have a daytime, or we had a previous nocturnal convection that happened that could be screwing with us. So I want to keep it more transparent and be like, looking at the ingredients now, I think it's looking really good, but we still have to keep an eye out for any of those hidden uncertainties that come in place. But it's nice to give you guys a heads up on if you're traveling that day. It's a Thursday, right? I don't think that there's gonna be any travel, but you never know. It's coming to summertime, so you never know if there's gonna be any travel anywhere. Here's a little nice, decent bowling ball. I don't think that's gonna be. I don't think that's causing severe weather over here, but it's definitely creating definitely a. Let me check the radar. I'm checking it. I'm seeing what that little thing is doing right now. This little, I like to call it the bowling ball shaped. I mean, there is a system that's causing flooding in the Northeast, so that's probably this thing. I'll show you on a better radar, but there is some rain going on in New Hampshire, Maine area. That's probably the system that's causing all the flooding in the Northeast right now. So, okay. Problem solved there. I was like, bro, what the flip is going on there? So, we're going to be watching a couple troughs that are going to be coming out of the Northeast. We're going to be watching Thursday, see what happens Thursday. This seems like this is going to. Any low pressure that moves through is probably going to move northeastward. So think of it in this path because of how the wind flows. Um, where the wind flows is going to determine where the low pressure is going to go. And you see this right here? This is the cutoff low pressure that they're talking about. And this is a severe weather area that they're kind of talking about in the Great Plains and Midwest. I'm going to go to my Restream really quick just to see if there's any chats or anything that is taking place. Um, Not yet. So, alright, we're gonna go to now back to where I was before. Alright, so there's that. Uh, nah, go away. Oh no, not you. Flying phalanges, bro. Alright, so there's that. Um, then we're gonna go to surface and precip analysis. Whoa, bro. Chill the heck out, bro. Wow. My thing ain't chilling out. It's going crazy. It's going crazy like a crazy computer does. They like to just kind of. Alright, so now here's another look. Now this is your plain view, like what the precip is gonna look like, the low pressures. This is the low pressure that we're gonna be keeping our eye on. The 990, 980. It's about like 980, 990 low pressure, and I mean it looks pretty. To be honest, oof, stop. It looks like a pretty stout low pressure. I mean, when you get to 980s, 990, that's pretty good. So I mean, I won't be surprised. Like I mean, I don't know yet, but I won't be surprised if there's definitely. I won't be surprised there would be potent storms. So that's gonna be very interesting just to see how this low pressure does. And I think there's definitely gonna be well needed rain too with the system too. And then there's gonna be another low pressure across this area that's gonna probably cause some severe weather around here. That you're looking at next. Whoa, that's probably about 2 weeks from now, so that's gonna be a little while. But this, um, so I'll probably say this is probably another date to keep an eye on. The Monday, so you're gonna have severe weather. Thursday, they have an outlook for this Thursday, so uh 16th, 15th, 16th, and we're gonna be watching 18th, 19th. So there's gonna be definitely a couple days that we're gonna be keeping an outlook on for these low pressure systems and all that. What else? Whoa. And what else we're gonna be? So there's So I just showed the GFS outlook, and that's kind of what I'm seeing a pretty active pattern coming up after this next week Thursday. Um, bro, chill out. Okay. Now let's go to ECMWF. That's the Canadian outlook. Um, in Canadian outlook, I like to look at two different models and kind of just see what they're pointing out. They call it ensembles. That's the blend of different models all put together in one. And that's what some of the I like to see the machine learning products are kind of like the blend of models, looking at everything and putting out basically a weird elongated spread of severe weather chances, which sometimes they can be right, sometimes they can be wrong. I just won't take it for granted, or not for granted, but I won't take it to heart what they're trying to say. I'll just be like, okay, let's just watch and wait and see type thing. And I'll show you some of the stuff that people post and all that, so then you're not confused. Okay, ECMWF. Let's look at the temperature outlook. I'm gonna actually say screw it. Let's look at the um temp anomalies. Pro- um, depending on your area might be 70 degrees for normal temps. Some might be higher. All depending on where you live. Um, my our usual temps is, like I said, upper 60s. So if we get 10 degrees above average, that's usually about 80s for us. So this is our temperature outlook. You can definitely see a warm nudge pushing in here. Um, Probably gonna be in 80s at some point. Maybe even could be even reaching close to 90s depending on your area, especially in the Dakotas and um in Minnesota. Especially like western Minnesota, close to the Dakotas. Where they have that, where they don't have anything impeding on it. And then I'm gonna look at temperatures